Yeah, the one and only, man. What's up, man? How you feel, baby? What's going on? What's up, everybody? What's popping?
Nah, man, we're chilling, man. You know what? I've been telling our listeners for a while. You know, we've been trying to get you on the show for a while, and finally, we gotta go, gotta pop in. And I'm excited to have you on the show, man.
Yo, thank you so much, man. I'm excited to be here. It's crazy, like, you know how I get, man. I'm always excited, so this is great, man. Let's get to it.
All right, man. So, for those of you who don't know about HipHopGamer, man, I'm gonna tell you now. I came across HipHopGamer because, you know what? Every so often, I like to go up on YouTube and just search, just search what's going on, with YouTube. And of course, I came across HipHopGamer, and I was like, wait, he was talking about some video games. I'm a huge video game freak, I gotta tell you. And so I came across his videos, and I was blown away because HipHopGamer. To be honest with you, you mind if I tell people your real name, or I just call you?
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I'm a real person. You can tell my real name.
I'm just saying, because you know what I'm saying. Some people just like to stick with with their
aliases.
Their alias. You know what I'm saying? But so I came across Gerard's profile on Facebook, and on YouTube, and I was blown away because, man, I don't know how old you are and how long you've been doing this. But when I was checking out your videos, man, I was just blown away by your professionalism, because you and I've been doing some research, and you and I have a lot in common.
Wow.
And how we got into the business of entertainment. Now, for those who don't know hip hop, give us a little bit about who is HipHopGamer.
Okay, well, first off, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, East New York area. That's where I grew up at, and since I was 4 years old, I've been playing games. Actually, my grandma's, rest in peace, but my grandma's, we call her hip hop granny. You know what I'm saying? She the one who got me started like hardcore in video games, man. My grandma's was the truth. Like, so she made sure I was playing games, and I was like very young. So at 4 years old, I was playing games. So when I played like Atari and stuff like that, and the one button joystick and stuff like that, I was going in, Pac-Man, all that stuff. I was having a good time. Yeah, like that was my joint. Atari 2600, that was my joint. But when I played Nintendo for the first time, and I played Super Mario Brothers, that's when I knew I was going to be a gamer for the rest of my life. It was so addicting. It was real. It was my way to get away from like the BS in reality. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know it's kind of funny saying that, and you 4 years old, what you know about what's going on, but when you coming from where we come from, we see things early. You know what I'm saying? That's not for a child's eyes. So we grow up kind of fast. So games like helped me out so much, and it was a good outlet. And then when I was 14, that's when I really started rapping. I always loved hip hop, but when I was 14, I started rapping. And when I saw Biggie, and I saw Nas, I saw Jay, I saw Pac, Lost Boys, like KRS-One, Rakim, all these people, I was like, yo, I would love to be able to say what I feel, and people give a damn about it. So I started rapping when I was 14. So who is HipHopGamer? I'm the guy that represents each industry through my voice. And the cool thing about it is I'm not just someone that talk about it as a personality, but I'm a person that do both. You feel me? So it's that much more authentic, and it's just an honor to be able to bring both industries together, especially when in the game industry we're the minority. You know what I'm saying? There's not really that many black people in the game industry in terms of game journalism standpoint, and to do it the way I'm doing it, being myself, and just not afraid to talk hood, talk slang, and talk to these developers, and I don't got to put on the front to try to fit in. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I broke that barrier. So, that's who I am, man. I'm just a guy that love video games and love hip hop, and God blessed me with the talent to do it, and I'm not afraid to show it. And I broke down a lot of barriers and made it something that's big and is getting bigger.
Now, you said you've been playing video games for many years. You said your grandmother was an inspiration to you. How did she inspire you?
Well, she inspired me because she was nice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my grandma's was nice. Like, one of the things about my grandma's is that she's very creative. So my grandmother, she could sing, she could draw, she could play the guitar, she could play the piano. Like, there were so many things that she could do. You know what I'm saying? And everything that she wanted to do, she did and did great. And to me, I felt like, like my grandmother, she raised me, you know what I'm saying? So she took care of me, took me in and stuff like that because, just for the audience to know, my mom's like left. I don't know my mom's. I never met my mom's at all in my life. I don't know who she is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I saw like one picture of her and she left when I believe I was like 2 years old. So I have no feeling or, relationship with her. So my grandma's, sacrificed a lot of her life just to take care of me and my brother, my other brother, my other sister. So to see her like do whatever she wanted to do and win at it, that was an inspiration alone. So I took that energy and growing up in the church, you know what I'm saying, I took all that, good energy that she gave me and applied it to, what I wanted to do in life. You know what I'm saying? And that's why everything that I do is I'm so passionate, about it and stuff like that, so it's crazy.
And just one of the things, when I say, you remind me a lot of, of myself. Because you know what, I'm 37 years old. I've been in this business for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I've done everything from the acting game to working at a TV studio to doing the radio show, the DJ and everything. You know what? And it's funny that you bring up that you don't know your moms or nothing like that. It's the same thing with me. My mom has been in my life, but my father hasn't been part of my life since I was a year old. I don't remember.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
But luckily, I had that strong point. I had my moms to be my mother and my father to show me what from right from wrong.
Yeah.
What I needed to do to be positive and to get where I am today, and I'm grateful for that. So I can relate to you on that.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. It's like I tell a lot of people, growing up and the development of your character, is very important because things you do when you're 15 can affect you when you're 25. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, everything is important, but if you don't have nobody in your life to tell you that, then you're always going to learn the hard way because there has to be some sort of point where there's a guideline and somebody's teaching somebody something. So I just feel great to have the opportunity to do what I've done, and now I can be inspiration for somebody that never thought they could do anything in the game industry because of the way they talk or where they come from. Nah, that's bullshit. Oh, I'm sorry. Can I curse on you?
No, you can say whatever you want.
All right, cool. Yeah, my bad. So the bullshit about, hey, you can't do this because this industry isn't fit for you. I don't do things for you. I do things for me, and through the grace of God, He allows it to work.
Exactly.
Like this is God's plan. I'm just living it out. Feel me? So I'm loving it.
Exactly. Now you've been doing this for how many years, man?
5.
Been doing this 5 years. Okay, so many people don't know, being in the business of entertainment, you're a journalist, you do things with video games, but sometimes people are not always going to agree with you on what you're doing. And I know you had a lot of controversy.
Oh, hell yeah. Tons of controversy.
With game developers and other journalists just not agreeing to what you do. They didn't agree to you being quote unquote real journalist.
Yeah, that I had a big situation with that. A lot of people didn't feel I was like a real journalist, you know what I'm saying? And in my mind, I'm like, well, what defines a real journalist? Because if you want to talk about someone that does research, get the news, break news stories, and constantly produce content for the industry, then that's exactly what I do. And I ain't trying to brag anything, but I do it better than a lot of people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in if what I did wasn't effective. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the point of the matter is, you got a lot of people that I give you an example, and this is a problem that we have all our lives. But we're trained, like our minds is trained to go to school, go to college, get a job, work till you're 65, retire, and die. Like that's like the laid out plan for you. You know what I'm saying? So
that's life.
Yeah, that's life. But the thing is, where does your dreams fit in that? Where does, you know what I'm saying? So my thing is, in the game journalist world, there's a lot of things that people do that's like the same thing. It's a certain rinse and repeat pattern. So when people saw me, I didn't fit in line with that rinse and repeat pattern. So because I didn't fit in line with what everybody else was doing, they considered me an outcast and I'm not real. You know what I'm saying? That's what they considered. But the cool thing about it is when I have conversations with a lot of journalists, they tell me that, damn, yo, I wish I could do what you do, because now it's too late for them to be who they are, because they already compromised themselves to get a job in the industry. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now you under what somebody else tells you to do. So in my situation, you know, I managed to put myself in a position where I can be the boss of my entire, you know, empire. You know what I'm saying? I just started it from the ground up. And the thing is, I managed to get like a lot of major interviews that certain journalists thought that I wouldn't be able to get. And when I did them and people saw it, a lot of people started to understand that, damn, like, I lost my way. Like, they was like, I used to be a gamer and I loved the industry, but because I had a job and this was like how I feed my family and stuff like that, I started getting caught up in it being a job instead of it being my passion anymore. And a lot of people lost their passion. That's exactly what happened. So one of the reasons why I got in the industry is to bring that passion back, is to bring that love back, because there's so much stuff going on and nobody challenges anything. It's kind of like the state of hip-hop right now. It's like, I understand everybody's cool and everybody's featured and on everybody's record, and that's cool. You know, I love to do things like that too. It's cool. But we're not going to get better unless we're tested. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you get tested is to compete with one another. Like me and you right now. Like, you know, I'm not a DJ. I'm not a radio, you know, personality per se. But you my boy. But even as my boy, I'm still going to do my best to outdo you. And then if I beat you in something, you could learn from something that I did. And then you probably come back and beat me. Then I got to learn from you. And then that's how everything that you're a part of grow. You got a lot of people that can't handle that. And they afraid of the confrontation. So that's why I get the type of flack that I get sometimes. But in terms of now, 2013, people been embracing me a lot more. And it's just been a beautiful thing.
You know what's funny, though? You bring up a good point, because this business, people don't take advantage of the learning experience. Instead of sitting there and fighting and say, you know what, this journalist is doing this, or this radio show host is doing this, you know, why is this person copying off of me, or why aren't they using their own, you know, their own ideas or whatever it is?
Yeah.
People need to take a step back and say, hey, you know what, this is a business, this is what I do as a profession, let me learn from this. How can I learn from what he's doing? Exactly what you said. How can I learn from what he's doing to improve myself, instead of sitting there and hating on somebody else who's busting their ass to entertain people?
Exactly. Like I give you two prime examples. My man Jack Trenton. For those of you that's listening in, if you don't know who Jack Trenton is, he's the CEO of Sony Computer Entertainment America. So he runs PlayStation and stuff like that. Him and Kaz Hirai. And Jack Trenton said it the best when Xbox One reversed their DRM policies to match what PlayStation was doing for, you know, ever since the beginning of PS4, because they never did anything with the DRM stuff. What he said was, you know, imitation is the most sincerest form of flattery. You feel me? So my thing is, like, when somebody try to copy you or whatever, or get far or something like that, you know, you gotta appreciate it, because they're part of the same industry you're part of. Don't be afraid. Don't hate. Get better. Like you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to push themselves to the max. A lot of people get comfortable the moment they get one little thing. It ain't about that. You know, if you want this, you're going to continue to reinvent yourself and make yourself relevant. So that's the first point I would give. The second point is, I give you an example, like someone like a 2 Chainz. Like I'm not a fan of 2 Chainz. I don't really think he rapped that good. That's just my opinion.
No, I don't think so either.
You know what I'm saying? But within the same breath, I respect him because he's working hard. He's not out there hurting nobody. He's taking care of his family. You know, I gotta respect that, and I love that. And he's, even though whether I like his material or not, he's helping to grow the rap game, because he's in it. He's doing stuff, selling tickets to shows, and you know he's doing his thing in the culture. So I respect that. I love that, and more power to him. And I would support him just because he's doing something good. You know what I'm saying, in terms of, you know, positivity. But my own personal taste, you know, he's not somebody I'm a, you know, listen to and be like, hey, he's great, but I'm happy for him. You feel me? I don't gotta hate that.
Exactly.
You know.
So how did you finally get those journalists to kind of, you know, respect you as a person? Because I know you come a long way, man.
Yeah.
How did you finally get them to respect you?
Well, being consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the first things that they respected about me was being consistent. It was one of those situations where they was like, damn, like everywhere I turn, I see HipHopGamer. Everywhere I go, I see HipHopGamer. So they came to the realization that I'm not going anywhere, and I'm only going to get better, and I'm only going to continue to grow. So once that happened, instead of them continuing to hate because I wasn't going away, they started to look. They started to see. They started to understand. They started to reach out. They wanted to have conversation. They wanted to talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then once they got a chance to know me as a person, aside from what I do professionally in terms of, you know, game journalism and rapping and stuff like that, they got a chance to know me, the person. They got a chance to know Gerard. They got a chance to know who I am. When that happened, shit, they want to hang out with me, bug out with me, talk shit. Like, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised at the stuff, like the stuff I know now. In this industry, oh, it's ridiculous, man. Put like this, a lot of people, a lot of journalists in this industry hang out with other journalists that they don't even like, but they hang out with them because they, you know, they get access to things or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, it's crazy. Like, you'd be surprised. Like, the realest dudes are like the dudes that sometimes don't get all the big press, all the big recognition. The realest dudes, because the fact that they so real, they are in a position to expose who's really fake. And the people that's fake are in such high positions that they trying to protect that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like what DMX said. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, in the absence of the truth, bullshit prevails. Bullshit been prevailing for so long in the game industry that a lot of the truth is starting to come back. You know what I'm saying? And after, in a couple of weeks, I got a special announcement that's going to make that truth stand out so strong. Yo, I'm telling you, man, I'm about to do something that's never been done, yo. Seriously.
Alright, so we're gonna get into that in just a little bit. We're gonna save the juicy news for a little bit towards the end, because we want people to just, you know, we want them to tune in. Man, I'm gonna tell you, for those of you who don't know HipHopGamer, I'm gonna give you the option right now. Check out his official website, HipHopGamerInc.com. Man, he's got a lot of awesome game reviews up there. You guys need to go check him out for real, and go show him some love on Facebook, man. He's got a fan page up there, and he's got a lot of things going on. We got nothing but respect for him, and we want to bring respectable people on the show. And I'm gonna tell you, if you're doing positive things out there, we're gonna show you some love, and that's what we're doing tonight, man. We want to be able to open the doors to those positive artists and people who are doing nothing but good for the community. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you, man. So what made you combine video gaming with the whole hip hop thing?
Yo, you know what's so funny? Like, that kind of happened like by accident. Like I couldn't even front. Like it's the weirdest thing. But I'm gonna tell you what happened. Like, I had a friend of mine, because I was working at Universal Records, right? So so I'm working at Universal Records and stuff like that, and you know, we always talk about games and stuff like that, and we always talk about hip hop. Like, we always talked about these things all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. So so I went home one day. It was December. I think it was like December 3rd or something like that, or yeah, like the first week of December. I went home, and I watched Adam Sessler on G4. I forgot what episode it was or whatever, but he was saying. He said something about a game, and I love Adam Sessler, and I was feeling him. But then Kevin Pereira said something, and I was like, yo, this dude is whack. Like, I can't believe they allowing this to be said on TV. It's so wrong. It's so false, and nobody challenges anybody. You know what I'm saying? So when they say something, it's as if it's true if you don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, I just got tired of it. So I got my girl had got me a PlayStation Eye camera and stuff like that, and I started using that to make my videos. And when I started making my videos, real talk, this video was never ever released because I almost fell into the same trap that I'm talking about now. But I was put out a video. Well, I didn't put it out, but I made a video, and I was like, hi. You know, my name is Gerard, and, you know, I just want to talk about games. I was trying to fit in with what I thought the industry would like the very first time I was recording. And then I was like, yo, fuck this shit. I'm like, yo, real talk, like, what the hell am I doing? Like, so then I was like, you know what? Let me really think this through. Because once I do it, I'm going in. So my man that I always talk to, I was like, yo, I got this idea, man. You know, I love hip-hop, I love gaming. Let's just bring them both together, since we always talk about it. Make it one thing. Nobody's doing it. I never seen it done. Let's do it. So we was gonna call ourselves Hip-Hop Gamers. And it was supposed to be me and my dude Julio. But he had got into a situation, you know, that, you know, I'm not gonna disclose, but he got into a situation, so Hip-Hop Gamers became HipHopGamer. And that was me. So then when I made my first video and I was saying who I was, hip hop gamer and stuff like that, it felt right, like it made sense, and it was instantly a household name because every day people talk about hip hop, every day people talk about gaming. So my name is household name. It ain't, you don't even gotta market it too much. The moment you say hip hop gamer, you know what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? I'm about hip hop and games, and I'm just bringing it together through one voice, and to you know make to start a movement, and I started this movement. So that's how I actually came up with the name, like through interacting with my homeboy and bringing what we always talked about together. You know what I'm saying? So
got you.
It was great.
So tonight's lesson that everyone should learn is take chances, because if you don't take that chance and you sit back and you sit there and say, you know what, I don't know if I should do that. If you're gonna sit there and doubt yourself, I say go ahead and you should do it.
Yeah, usually the things that you tell yourself that I shouldn't do that is the things that you should do. There's nothing wrong with being crazy. Like trust me, like there's nothing wrong with being crazy as long as the crazy is monetized and like modified and like, you know, controlled and stuff like that, then you're fine. But there's nothing wrong with being a little crazy because like I walk around with a big heavyweight belt. You know what I'm saying? You know, like people thought I was crazy. Like in my first year, when real talk, when I went to E3 in 2008, the very first year, everybody thought I was crazy. Like, you know what? But I'll tell you this though, dog. My first year, 2008, when I went to E3, people said that who is that guy with the belt? Like, you know what I'm saying? Who is he? Like IGN did an article and was like, some guy with a belt was there and he was cool, but I don't know who he is. Now, 2013. Yo, that's my man, HipHopGamer. You know what I'm saying? And all that shit different. So yeah, I'm crazy. I got the belt, but I had everybody coming to me want to know who I am because there was a conversation starter. That's one. Two, a lot of people that didn't know me felt it was a gimmick. No, it ain't a gimmick. There's a reason why I have a belt. I'm a champion, and I've done things that's never been done before. I broke barriers that's never been broken before. So anytime you become a trendsetter at what you do, you know what I'm saying? You're a leader in that field. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Everybody in hip hop be like, yo, what's up? It's your boy. Or everybody in the hip hop, when they talk about jewelry, bling bling. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop pioneered that. Lil Wayne started the bling bling. Jay-Z got it's your boy. Like, you know, holla back. Like all this, when you're a trendsetter, you're a leader. So I'm a leader. So the fact that I'm a leader, I wear the belt. You know what I'm saying? You want to lead, go do your thing. But this is what I do. And obviously it worked. So, you know, it is what it is.
So yeah, you know what, and that's what I don't know hip hop personally, but man, I have been following him for about a year or so, and I just kind of been sitting back and just kind of watching what he's been doing, and I said, you know what, I gotta get him on the show. I said, damn it, I'm gonna do whatever I can to get him on the show, and then I contacted his publishers, and they said, come on, let's do it. And the thing I like about you, Gerard, is you're so outspoken. You're not afraid to speak your mind to the point where it is, you know what, this is what I think, and if you don't like it, oh well.
Yeah, it's what
I gotta do.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna always speak my mind. You know what I'm saying? But see, the problem is you got a lot of people that speak their mind, but they're not respectful when they do it.
Exactly.
And then they come off as an asshole. You see what I'm saying? I'm not an asshole. Like I'm the kind of person I'll speak my mind all the time, but I'm gonna also be respectful about it. That's why I give you an example, right? I'll tell you right now, when it comes to my game reviews, right? I only review games that I'm interested in, unless I may get a special request and somebody just want me to review something for them. But the thing is, I only review games that I'm interested in. The reason why is because if I look at a game and I'm not interested in it, I'm not wasting my time. You know what I'm saying? I look at so many games. If something catches my interest, I'm like, yo, I want to play this. And usually it's a hot game because I'm that good at spotting good shit. Like this is what I do. Like, so my thing is, there's been a couple of times where I spotted a game that I thought I would like, and I gave it, you know, a bad review or whatever. But even with giving it a bad review, I make suggestions. So I can show the developers and the publishers that I'm on your side too. I want to see you successful. I want to play your games. But you need information from us. You don't need us saying, oh, this game is whack, I don't want to play it, and just bash it. That's not helping the situation. What you do is be like, hey, look, this area of the game, I felt if you would have did this and did this and did this, it would have came out better, and the community would have saw this better, such and such. So maybe the next time you could do this and blah blah blah. You showing that you care, showing that you help them instead of just slashing out, you know, being just disrespectful to their game. Like, these motherfuckers spend like 17, 18 hours a day away from their families to make some shit for you, and you gonna stand in their shit, and you can't even make a game, and you call yourself a journalist? Should get punched in your eye. Like, real talk, like, for real. And I'll tell anybody that to their face. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. The fact that they know that I'll say it to their face, that's why they'll be like, oh, HipHopGamer is just this. No, I'm real, and now that's something that you're trying to be. And the fact that you can't be that, you're just going to stay in your own lane and not say nothing, so be the mouse that you are. That's it.
All right, guys, we're going to be taking your questions live here on the air, so if you guys got any questions, please feel free to go on over to our official website, thelightgrooveradioshow.com, or email us personally at thelightgrooveradioshow@gmail.com, and we'll get your questions on the air. We are actually already getting questions, which is kind of cool. Somebody wants to know, why did you carry the WWE Championship and then change it over to a new belt?
Oh, well, I always wanted my own customized belt, but you know, I ain't had the money. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, the belt that I have now costs over $2,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the WWE belt, there's video games in the industry that are WWE based, so it fit in line with me being in the game industry. Like I said, I always felt like I'm a champion, and also has sentimental value because my grandmom's, like, you know, she always made me feel like a champion too. So that's another reason why I wore it. And I felt that when I knew I was going to E3 and stuff like that, I was like, when I come there, I want to come there with a purpose. I want people to know that I'm in the building. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like showing up with the belt would definitely, you know, turn heads and make people want to know about what I'm doing, because you got a lot of people that, you know, when they in a high position, you know, they look at you like you're nothing because you're not at their level. You see what I'm saying? And it sucks, but it's real. So it's all, you know, in business, they have strategic marketing. You know what I'm saying? And I felt I'm a brand. I'm a business myself. So I had to utilize those tactics for myself too. So, you know, there's a lot of things that came about that made me want to wear the belt. But you know, it wound up working out, and I'm a big fan of wrestling too. You know what I mean? I was watching Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan on WrestleMania 6 on YouTube the other night. So I'm getting all hyped, kid. Actually, I was getting hyped for this radio show, baby, because I be working out and everything like that too. So, yo, I mean, look, I love it all, man. So
let me tell you something.
This is what I do.
I love me some wrestling. I go back to the days of the NWA before it became WCW. Do not play with me.
Oh wow, son. yo, see, we can see, you done started, man. Like, see, you go, like, you know, because I'll be talking about this all day, and we won't even get to the questions, man. But yeah, I'm a hardcore wrestling fan. I love wrestling. I was recently at the Barclays with my boy Critical Eye, where we saw John Cena and Rob Back fight and all this other stuff. So yeah, it was great, man. Bob Backlund was there. It was crazy. So yeah, I love wrestling. I love being a champion, being number one, aspiring to be that. So that's, you know, that's one of the reasons why I wear the belt, and why I felt that E3 was the perfect place to introduce it to the industry.
Well, that's cool. All right, well, we actually got another question. We got Chris from Philly. He says,
Philly in the building. Love Philly, no doubt.
He says, what do you like about WWE games?
Okay, I have a love-hate relationship with the WWE games. All right, so I'll tell you what I love. What I love about the WWE games is that they know how to capture presentation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love, like, I mean, when you look at the Undertaker's intro, like, on WWE games, it's like you have no choice but to feel like you're the Undertaker at that point. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the way they capture the essence and the environment of wrestling. That's one of the things that I really love. In terms of the gameplay and everything like that, I love the gameplay too, but this is the hate part of the relationship. WWE, they don't have no competition. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Madden. They don't have no competition to help them get better at what they do. So what you see every year is a lot of stuff that's rinse and repeat. You know what I mean? And they make these subtle changes. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of these changes, you know, could have a big impact. But for the most part, out of all the money that they make on the consumers every year, for us to get the type of quality of game that we get every year, I look at that as we're being cheated. Like the amount of improvements that they make on WWE games a year, we should be paying $30 for that game. Honestly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But overall, I do love the game. I love wrestling. I love what they do to create the players. I love all of that. Create your ring now. It's is dope. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, it's dope. But there's still so many things that they could do, and they don't have to worry about doing them because they're the only option in town for WWE games. So, you know, it's a good game, but you will never see the full potential of that development team because there's no competition to push them.
So let me ask you this. So what do you think about the whole THQ now gone, and now that the WWE games has gone over to 2K?
I think that 2K is in a good position to make the WWE brand just as strong as the NBA 2K brand. And the reason why I say that is because I really feel that 2K, they should make a brand new engine. You know what I'm saying? They should make a brand new engine because when I looked at WWE 2K14 and Ultimate Warrior and stuff like that, notice that the biggest things that they're promoting is not really the actual gameplay. They're promoting the hype around the new characters that's going to be in there. So if all your energy is going to that in terms of hyping it up and selling you on the Ultimate Warriors and stuff like that, and not the gameplay. And I noticed for a fact because when you listen to the interview responses that you get from a lot of people that get interviewed that represents the game, a lot of stuff they're saying a whole lot of nothing. They're saying a whole lot of nothing, and that should let you know that this game really hasn't had no time to properly grow in a new direction. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, when next generation is coming out this year, WWE 2K15 will see dramatic change because it'll be on next gen platforms. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. You know, right now they just THQ finally, you know, they're out of business and they had to sell their, you know, company to whatever.
Yeah.
So 2K, it's gonna take. I say it's gonna take about a year before we actually see some changes. You know what I'm saying?
The 2K touch. I want to see the 2K touch on it. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. I'm tired of seeing, you know, the same stuff for the past, you know, 4 or 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Like, let me tell you something. If it's 2013, right? I could take SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain with Brock Lesnar on the cover, and I think Goldberg was in that one too. I could take that game right now and play it, and there's a lot of things in that game that's better than what we seeing now. That should never happen. You know what I'm saying? So you know, so it's just a sad realization of what's going on in the industry right now when there's no competition.
So so you started this company called HipHopGamer Inc.
Yeah, HipHopGamer Inc.
Tell us a little bit about what you do there.
Okay, well, over at HipHopGamer Inc., that's where all my well, I wouldn't say all, but like 90% of my videos is shot there. I got an incredible team that handles like a lot of day to day. So I'll give you an example. Like, I get a whole lot of interview requests. I'll be like doing like a lot of interviews. I recently did a major interview with a guy named Chris Doran. So he did the lighting for Battlefield 4 and other next generation games that's coming out. So the thing is, like, they set up the camera, they do all the video editing, they handle a lot of the business deals and partnerships that has been approached to me and stuff like that. They polish my work, so when you look at my videos, they actually look a lot more professional as opposed from when I was a one-man army doing it myself. So they really carry the weight of what the brand is. Like, I don't know what I'll do without them. So I just want to give a big shout out to Elizabeth Gross. I think that's the person that you spoke to. She's incredible, man. She runs it, man. Like, you know, I just sit back, create my content, put it all out, and she makes sure it's done correctly, and she makes sure I look good, man. Like, you know, and my homegirl Alex, who's the project manager over at HipHopGamer Inc. She's incredible too. So it's just a lot, man. My man Mike, he's the video editor. You know, my other partner Morris, he helps me out. So it's just a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I got to talk to two of the women. They were really nice, you know, and replying to me. And you know, I gotta say thank you, ladies. I appreciate you guys for hooking us up tonight. We're having a good time here tonight.
Oh yeah, it was a great time, man.
Guys, you know what I'm saying? So, so what is some of your future plans for HipHopGamer Inc.?
Oh well, my future plan is to dominate gaming media as a you know personality, as a brand. I want to dominate gaming media. So I'll give you an example. As I talk about competition all the time when it comes to the games, the only competition out there right now, and this is friendly competition because Jeff Keighley, shout out to Jeff Keighley, that's my boy, you know what I'm saying? Game Trailers, the team over there, like, you know, these are my peoples. But they're the only gaming conglomerate that has a show on Spike, and it comes on Thursdays at 1 in the morning. So when it comes to a platform for game developers and publishers to showcase their stuff on in a big way, you know, the Video Game Awards, game trailers, Spike TV, that's the only area you can do it on. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I want to be, I'm creating a new platform right now that's going to allow me to be just as big as them and eventually even bigger than them. You know what I'm saying? In terms of a gaming media platform, but an overall entertainment medium as well, but gaming and hip hop at the core. And the thing is, that is my goal, because I want gaming to be mainstream, but I also want the black face in gaming to be mainstream as well and no longer a minority. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my things. And it's not about a race thing. You know, we all humans. At the end of the day, we all the same race. We all human. But for me personally, just like how Obama became president, nobody believed that shit was ever going to happen until it happened, because the nature of the world that we live in. You know what I'm saying? So in the gaming world, especially in the journalist world, things that I'm saying right now is something that people would say would never happen. You know what I'm saying? And it's never been done. But it will be. But it will be done, and I'm the one to do it. I'm the one that's going to do it, and I'm close to making it happen. So that's one of the things I want to do, because not only will it make it friendly competition and it be cool, but it provides a new platform for everybody to get involved in, a new platform for the community to embrace a bit more, and the fact that hip hop is behind it and that whole culture that we grew up on, it makes it more open. You know what I'm saying, to the people that got a voice that come from that area, instead of being shattered and, you know, stripped away from that voice, because that voice usually don't exist right now like that in a big way. So to me, I feel this is an amazing opportunity. And oh man, let's just say I just came out the studio today with something that's going to help seal that deal too. So I'm just very excited, man. Very excited, man.
Yeah,
Word.
yeah. You know, Jasmine keeps bothering me in the chat room, so I'm gonna say, Jasmine, I'm gonna tell him. Jasmine says, "What's up?"
Yo, what's good, Jazz? What's poppin'? One love, girl. What's poppin'?
She said she's from North Carolina. She says, "What was your very first gaming system and game that you ever owned?"
That I ever owned, or that I ever brought myself?
Yes.
The first system that I ever brought myself was PlayStation 2. That's the one I brought myself. But the first system I ever had was Atari 2600, because my grandma's made sure we had all the systems. But I had all the systems. Don't get me wrong, I had all the systems. I mean, all the systems. When I tell you all, I had all the systems. I'll talk about even the $600 Neo Geo back in the 90s, dog. When I tell you I had all the systems, I had all the systems. But the thing is, you know, I had no money. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was a kid. I had no bread. You know what I'm saying? I used to, real talk, I'm gonna tell you something, Jazzy. I used to pack bags at what's the name? At Key Food over near Starlight City out here in New York. You know what I'm saying? I used to pack bags. My sister used to work the cashier, and I used to pack bags, sometimes walk ladies home. I was making like $70 a day. Straight cash. You know what I'm saying? And I was buying games and, you know, helping out my grandma with bills when I was like 12, 11 years old too. Like, I was, when I tell you, this is what I did, man. Like, girls, sports, games, and like fighting. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I did when I was younger, man. Like, word, like that was like my life, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was amazing. But yeah, I would have to say PlayStation 2 was the first system I was able to buy on my own. I waited 18 hours outside of Circuit City to get it.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay, so what about the first game that you ever owned?
The first video game?
Yeah.
I think it was Pac-Man. I think Pac-Man was the first joint I owned, man. I played that. I played the hell out of that game too. Every time I got a piece of cheese, I was like, "What? It's a rap, son. I'm that dude, son." Word, kid. I was hyped.
No, all right. So let me ask you. So you were growing up. You was a huge video game fan. How did the girlfriends react to all that, man?
Oh,
did you have those situations where the girls were just like, "All right, you know, I'm here. Hello, like, get off the damn video game already"?
Nope. No, I'm gonna Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, son. Right now, like I'm gonna be so honest with you, son. Like games was so important to me that any girl that I got with, they had to understand that, you know, if you ain't rocking, if you're not respecting the fact that I'm a gamer that hard, we not gonna work. Girl can have a fat ass, big tits, look good, and all that stuff. It didn't matter, son. I could blow on my cartridge. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Wait. All right, let me say this though. Let me say this. Like seriously, like there was a few girls that I dated that had an issue with it and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't mean to sound so raunchy, but I'm a real dude. But once I made them smile, it didn't matter after that. I'll just leave it at that.
We got you.
Yeah, you understand where I'm coming from, so yeah. Oh man, yo, you crazy, man.
I'm loving this shit right now, for real.
No doubt.
Alright, so what's been your okay? This might be a hard question for you because you know you've been playing games a long time.
Yeah.
But this is the question to you: what's been the top 5 games that you ever owned that you just like? Damn, you know what? I'm never gonna trade these games in. Like these games I can play like all the time.
Damn, man, why you do that to me, man?
Hey, look, listen. I try to send you some questions early.
Damn, like, son. 5?
So
Only 5. Okay. Well, Super Mario Brothers, the very first Super Mario Brothers on 8-bit, because that's the game that made me who I am today in terms of just a hardcore gamer. So Super Mario Brothers, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas,
what?
God of War 3. Whew.
I never played God of War. To be honest with you.
Whoa. You never played God of War, son? You know you just disrespected my whole legacy of life. Like, oh man.
Hold on. My stepson has it.
Okay.
And he has it though. And I watched him play it, and I just started recently becoming interested in it.
Son.
Honestly. And I just want to pick it up, but I was just like, I don't really understand it.
Yo, I'll tell you about that after I give you my 2. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so for 2 more, I would have to say Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda, hands down. That game, yo, the gold cartridge, crazy. Legend of Zelda and Metal Gear Solid, PlayStation 1. I mean, honestly, I know the controls was complex. People had to get used to it. But I never in my life played a game where you had to take the controller out the first port and put it in the second port so Psycho Mantis couldn't read your mind and you could beat the game. Like, that type of game development where you got to do something in real life that's going to affect the game, that was the first time I ever felt anything like that before in my life. So, yeah, definitely, those are my 5. Those are my 5 right there. And just to add to the God of War situation, like, the God of War Kratos' character is so incredible. Shout out to David Jaffe because he created that character. But it was so amazing because this dude, so he was about to die. He gave his soul to Ares, which is basically giving your soul to the devil. And Ares killed all your enemies, but made you kill your own family. And you got to wear your family's ashes as skin on your body.
Damn.
Dude. A story.
You make it sound so...
Yo, that shit right there, that joint right there make my underarm hair stand up, son. Like straight up, son. Like all my underarm hairs to just come out right now, son. Like that joint is crazy, son. Like it's ridiculous, man. Like, yo, man.
People are saying right now. They said, "What? You never played God of War before?" Yeah, I have not played it.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna promise you, I ain't gonna play it because I want to get into it.
So I got every God of War, son. I got every God of War. I ended every God of War. And put it like this. All the God of War fans that's listening in right now, don't worry about it. Sony Santa Monica got you covered. There's some things that you don't know that you're going to see very soon. Leave it at that. Let's just say next generation, you're going to see something soon. No. Actually, I'm lying. You won't see it soon. But you're going to see something. I know for a fact. I could confirm that. Word.
So 2014, you think we're gonna see something?
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
Okay. All right. So I recently saw that you've been playing the new Walking Dead.
Oh hell yeah! And the Walking Dead 400 Days DLC or just the Walking Dead game?
No. Well, I original Walking Dead game.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
I haven't played the 400 days just yet.
Okay, well, 400 days is not real long. It's just DLC. It's just like a little filler to fill in the gap leading into season 2.
Now, do you think that we're gonna be seeing more additions onto The Walking Dead, or do you think it's gonna kinda end soon?
Honestly, real talk, they treating the Walking Dead game exactly like they're gonna treat the show. You're gonna see season after season after season after season. Not only is this game successful, you know what I'm saying, but the thing is, like, the fact that you gotta look at it like this from a business standpoint. The Walking Dead overall as a show is so popular, and the game, I'm not gonna say the game is just as popular as the show worldwide, but the game in the gaming community is just as popular as the show. You feel me? So the way the emotion that you get when playing the Walking Dead games is enough to make people want to continuously play it. But what makes it better than the actual TV show is because you could play it over again in different ways and answer things differently and get different outcomes. So that replay value is something that the TV show don't give you. So you're going to see a whole lot more of The Walking Dead. Seriously. And 400 Days was real dope. The way they bridged that shit together was so fire. And there's some brutal scenes in that game, son. Oh, man. Yo, love that shit.
I mean, I love the first Walking Dead game, man. I love the hell out of it.
Yeah, Telltale Games, man. Like, I had to give the president a hug. I held him. Like, I gave him a hug and I held him. I ain't care. Like real talk, son. If somebody would have been on Instagram saying, "Yo, HipHopGamer looking suspect," so what? So what? I'm holding this dude. So I was holding him. So I'm like, hold me. This game is so amazing, kids. I was like, I don't give a damn, son. That shit, yo. And that's another thing that I don't like about game journalists. Like a lot of game journalists nowadays, they act like they gotta be so damn perfect that they can't show love when it's due. Like when a game is hot, I'ma go crazy. I'ma yell about it. I'ma talk about it. They be you gotta see me, son. At press, I be at press events, kid. I be looking at some of these dudes, and these dudes be like, oh, okay, all right, this is good. All right, this is nice. I'm like, this good, this nice, this what? Yo, get the hell out of here. You don't even belong here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This is my impression of HipHopGamer when he's doing his interview, and he hears something he loves. He's like, what?
Exactly.
No.
Yeah, I'm telling you, son. Yo, there's one interview I was so impressed. I did a handstand. I started walking on my hands because I was so impressed. Word up. Like there's this other interview I did where I took the person I was interviewing and I put him on my back like I'm about to do the F5, the Brock Lesnar shit. I put him on my back just like that and put him down and said thank you. Real talk, man. I love games. I love hip hop, but I love people, man. I generally love people. Like the way I live my life, dog. You put God first, everything works, man. Nobody's perfect or nothing. You know, I generally love everybody, even the people that I can't stand, even the people that I hate. I mean, not hate, you know what I'm saying, like that. But even the people, I hate the things that they do. I don't hate them. I just hate certain things they do. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I love. You know, I generally got a love for people, man. For real, I'm a people person, man.
Okay, we get another question coming in. It says, since we're talking about The Walking Dead, they said, if you had to rate the last Walking Dead game, how would you end it?
Oh, that is one of the best questions I've ever been asked. Who asked that?
Let's see. Jose from Puerto Rico.
Jose, Puerto Rico. Woo! No doubt. Yeah, I actually went to Puerto Rico in 2010 and performed at the Gaming Explosion with my man Hambo. Word up, it was crazy. But anyway, that's another story. Yo, now I love Puerto Rico. I love Puerto Rico.
And the woman's inspired
that shit.
Too.
The woman is amazing, but the way but just the whole city, old San Juan and shit. Like I love the people. The food was good. It was great, man. I loved it. But anyway, oh yeah, shout out to everybody that made Patalinos. I know I probably said that wrong, but that shit is amazing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Word up. But anyway, yeah, with The Walking Dead. If I was to write the ending, honestly, real talk, like to make it real dramatic. Spoilers. Just let y'all know. Spoilers. Okay. So I had to say that 3 times. So what I would have done is I wouldn't have had Lee die. I would have had a little girl get killed. I would have had Clementine get killed. The reason why I would have had Clementine get killed and stuff like that is because I feel that, like, that her dying would have brought everybody else together in such a way that would have made them that much stronger. See, the thing is, and I hate to say this, but the thing is, when somebody that's of age passes away, it's sad, but it's easier to get over because we're getting older, and it's gonna happen anyway. But when a child dies, it has such a stronger impact, and that sadness turns into not just individual strength, but it's a gathering. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give you an example. Even though Trayvon Martin isn't a child, like he's 5-6 years old, but he's a kid, and the loss of him was so impactful. But there's people that's 60 years old, 70 years old, that 50 years old that, you know, die every day too. And even if it's to violence, it doesn't hit you as hard because they lived life. You know what I'm saying? So if Clementine would have got killed in that story, I think it would have brought everybody else together. They would have been sharper, and they would have came across another, you know, child or another situation, but they would have been able to better handle it together in order to get to where they needed to go with the actual enemies that's out there. I think it would have been that much more dramatic and sad, and a lot of people, it would have touched that much more people because of that situation. So I would have definitely reversed it and stuff like that, and because Clementine, there's no choice. She lives. Like, there's no choice at all for that situation. You know what I'm saying? So you don't get to see what happens. So I would have had Clementine die because I think it would have brought back humanity to the team, because the way they was going at each other, it was crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And one of the reasons why, you know, Lee died is because nobody was in unison together, because people were so selfish. But when you have a child die, all that shit goes out the window. Everybody's just tight automatically because the loss was so strong. That's what I would have did.
Man, you know what? That sounds freaking awesome. I think we need to contact the developers and tell them to hook you up.
Yo, well, I know the dude that played the role of Lee. Like, that's my dude. I could call him on the phone. That's my dude. Like, word, I interviewed him and everything. That's my man.
You need to say, hey, you know what? You need to put me in it and say, let me just write one of the stories. That's it.
I'm telling you, man, I would have shook that shit up.
Hold on, let me take a quick moment and thank our good friends at Spreaker.com for showing love to our show. If you guys want to start your own radio station, or if you guys want to listen to hundreds and thousands of other radio stations, go on over to Spreaker.com. And for more information on starting your own radio station, go on over to Spreaker and use promo code 102.DLG Radio FM, and let them know that the Latin Groove Radio Show sent you, and they will hook you up and show you some love. Thank you to Spreaker. Much love, much love. All right, so I gotta do that. You know, gotta pay the bills.
No doubt, no doubt. Big ups. You know what I'm saying? No doubt.
Also, I want to take the time to show again my good buddy, my new friend. You know what? I think from this day on, you and I gotta be cool for real. I really enjoy talking to you, man. For real.
Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. Also, I just want to just real quick, but my grandma's, you know, birthday had just passed August 5th and stuff like that. So I just want to say shout out to Hip Hop Granny real quick because her birthday just passed. Also, I'm having a son too, my first baby. So I want to give a shout out to my unborn child and shout out to my wifey Brittany. So I want to give a shout out to my sister and everybody. You know how we do in the hood. I want to give a shout out to Ray, Craig, and them, Shaquika. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to everybody, man. I want to give a big shout out to my uncle. We had a little situation today, so you know, I love you. You know what I'm saying? My uncle Rufus, and you know, it's just a lot. Like I said, man, I'm a real dude, and I want to give a shout out to everybody that's listening and everybody that support me, man. You don't understand, man. Real talk. After I get off the radio show, I'm an emotional dude too, man. I get tears in my eyes sometimes. Man, this is amazing the way my life is, man. I'm like living my dream, and there's a lot more to come. So, you know, I thank y'all, man.
We ain't
for
going
real.
nowhere yet. We ain't letting you go nowhere yet. We still got some time with you.
Oh hell yeah, I'm here, man. I ain't going nowhere, baby. I'm chilling, man. I got some more Saints Row 4 to play later. I'm good.
You know what? I got 2 kids. I got an 11-year-old and I got a 5-month-old.
Oh, word?
Yeah, man.
Yo, son, that's dope, son. Congratulations, man.
It's a blessing. So congratulations to you, man. You gotta love being a parent. It changes your life, man. You look at life a whole different, different way, man.
Yeah,
And
I can imagine, man. You already got. I'm getting my son some controllers. He gonna be, yo. You understand, son? He gonna be hardcore. I mean, well, if he wants to be a gamer, obviously, whatever. If you don't want to, more for me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna show it to him. You know what I'm saying? If he's down for it, we gonna get it popping, man. Word up.
that's awesome, man. You know what? And it's good. You know, my son, he's got that attitude. You can see he's gonna be into video games. Like every time,
No doubt, no doubt.
you can see because every time you sit in front of the video game, my son's looking up at the screen. He's just amazed by the TV screen and the video game. He's like laughing and giggling. He's enjoying it, man. So I hope that he gets into it too, man.
Yeah, I love it.
So I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said I love that. You know what I'm saying? I love what you said.
It's freaking awesome, man. But all right, so what we're getting to right now is it's gonna be crazy because there's been a lot of controversy since this has been going on since the release and the talk of the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Yep, there has been.
we need to touch base on it just a little bit.
No doubt.
But in your opinion, you're more into the video game. You're the video game journalist, and you know more about what's going on.
Yep.
So, in your opinion, first, what do you think about the whole Xbox, Microsoft changing their whole setup?
I think that was one of the smartest decisions they ever made. Like, seriously, because they was about to get. Let me tell you, when you're losing 8-1 in pre-order sales in America, the only area that you've been able to be strong at, because in Europe, in Japan, Microsoft has no presence. All right, in Europe they have a presence, but it's mediocre, it's medium. In America, Microsoft, they dominating. You know what I'm saying? Like by half, they dominating. Now that's not happening, and if Microsoft loses in America, then they lose all territories. So that means they completely, officially going to be a second to Sony for the duration of these battles that's going to happen. So when you're losing 8-1 in pre-orders simply because of this bullshit restriction stuff, you better change your mind. And the crazy thing about that situation is and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna keep it real on the radio show, man. I'm gonna tell you, big shout out to Major Nelson. Big shout out to Aaron Greenberg. I love these dudes, you know what I'm saying? Aaron Greenberg, especially, he is such a real down-to-earth dude, a real gamer. I love this dude. Aaron Greenberg, he should be running the company. I love this dude like that. He's that dude, you know what I'm saying? My man Patrick Perkins, an incredible human being, period. Like, the dude is amazing. So, like, I got a lot of love for Microsoft over there, and I got a lot of respect for them, and they got a lot of love respect for me. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, real talk, man, and I ain't gonna hold back no punches, but I don't respect the fact that they changed the DRM. And the reason why I don't respect it is because they gave us a press release saying that they did it for the gamers, and that's a bullshit ass lie, man.
And I agree with you.
They 100%. Didn't do it for gamers. They did it because their pocket was getting hit hard. And they knew what was going to happen if they didn't. Because if you would have did it for gamers, you'd have did it the moment gamers said, what the fuck you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't respect that. But from a business standpoint, it's the smartest thing that they could have done. And the fact that they did it is still great. But they still can't keep up with what Sony is offering. And what I don't understand is how a company that makes more money than Sony gives you more. Like, but Microsoft makes more money in terms of just Microsoft as an overall corporation versus Sony as an overall corporation. Sony, I think, is worth $24 trillion. 24.
What?
Yeah, Sony overall as a corporation is $24 trillion, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 24 trillion. Microsoft is worth more than that in terms of all the investors, stocks, everything like that. Microsoft is worth even more than that. Either Microsoft is 24 trillion and Sony is 12. I'm sorry, I could be wrong, but I know it's in the trillions. Here's the thing. Microsoft overall makes more money. So how in the hell do you make more money and give less when Sony makes less money and gives more? And then your overall message for Sony is for the gamer first. Microsoft's message isn't for the gamer first. It's they treating everybody, like equal, which is fine. But the hardcore people that's gonna buy your system and stand online is not people that's watching TV. It's people that's playing games. So you gotta attract your core. Like, it's just like working your body out. If you don't work out your core, then everything else you do around your body is not gonna fully manifest. Your core gotta be strong. So I said all that to say that Microsoft did a good job reversing it, but they still got more to do. And I believe leading up to release, unless they do some more changes or something, Sony's gonna win in America. They already $100 cheaper. They already giving you more, and they got better free-to-play games. And so far, from a graphical standpoint, at E3, Sony showed off the best graphics overall in a game that I've seen. So it's a lot, but overall, they both good systems, both great systems.
All right, so let's just say that Microsoft, they changed their mind. They said they're gonna leave it, to what they got it now. But do you think that they go back on their word and changing it up again?
No, that would be suicide. Let me tell you something. If Microsoft announces that they're gonna bring back the DRM restrictions, if they announce that, then you might as well call them the next generation version of the Wii U at this point, because they're gonna be in a slump.
I agree 100%.
Real talk.
The first thing they have to do, if they go back and they retract and just say, you know what, we're gonna go with the restrictions again, they're gonna lose. I'm sorry,
they're gonna lose.
Go bankrupt.
They're gonna lose. No, they got too much money to go. Like, you understand, Microsoft is a wealthy company. Like, I'm gonna give you some insight on Microsoft. When you have companies like Microsoft, Viacom, their money is what makes the world go round. So they have to be successful in order for the world to be successful. You feel me? So it's like a Warren Buffett. His money helps make the world go round. So he can never ever be broke, because his money help make everybody else stay in business. You see what I'm saying? Like, when you need food to live, you need to eat. Warren Buffett is responsible for people that eat. Like you don't understand. Like, when you dealing with corporations that got that type of money, and where their investments lie, they make the world go round. Like, it's kind of like, the top media companies in the world, from Viacom to the Chase Banks of the world, everything that makes people react to make them purchase things and shit like that. Those are the people, those are the forces that control the money in the world. Microsoft is a part of that brand. So they'll never go bankrupt.
Okay, so let me ask you. So for this coming holiday season, which gaming system are you gonna get?
I get everything. Let's just get everything. What are you talking about? Like, let me tell you, you know how you got how you got fanboys, like a Sony fanboy or a Nintendo fanboy. I'm a gamer fanboy. You know what I'm saying? I want everything. I want it all. But if I had to choose between one, it's PlayStation 4, hands down.
And I agree.
That's not even a debate.
That's what I'm going with this holiday season is PS4. I'm sorry, I used to be a huge Xbox fan, but for some reason I keep thinking in my mind, and I can't get it out of my damn head. But I feel like, I don't know, my gut's telling me just go PS4, go back to the PS4.
Well, I mean, I'm a huge Xbox fan too, but I'm a realist. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I give you an example. Like, I like Sony better than Microsoft, but I get all my multi-platform games on Xbox 360, so I play my Xbox 360 more. But the exclusives I get for PlayStation, because PlayStation has better exclusives. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I keep it real. Like I don't even know how else to say it. I go where the games are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. Like, the box is just the box. I go where the games is at. You feel me? So, yeah. I don't fall into that, oh, I'm going to get this, oh, I'm going to get that. No, dude, buy everything, because that grows the industry anyway. But there will be a winner, there will be a loser, and Sony is doing everything right now. So, if I had to choose, I'm going with Sony.
Okay, so you're really close to the video game, a lot of video game developers and companies
Hell
and
yeah.
stuff. And I see you all the time. And I'm telling you guys, you got to check out his YouTube videos. Look up HipHopGamer. I'm telling you, he's hilarious. He just has me rolling sometimes because he'll sit there and he'll pitch his ideas to the developers. And I love the shit out of it, man.
Hell yeah.
Have you had the opportunity to have any developers come to you and say, hey, you know what? We're actually going to use your idea.
Well, a few things. One, I had the idea of putting Kratos in Mortal Kombat for the PlayStation version of Mortal Kombat that came out.
Yeah.
I had that idea. I spoke with every God of War game director. I spoke with Cory Borog. I spoke with Stig. Spoke with David Jaffe. There's another Corey and another dude. I forgot his name on top of my head. But I spoke with all of them. I did a video about it. That's one. I spoke to Ed Boon about it directly. Mm-hmm. I spoke to all these people. And then I started hearing that they was actually about to do this. And I was like, wait, hold on. Like, for real? Like, and then I kept talking to people. And then when I got to the Video Game Awards, Jeff Keighley was like, yo, I may have to pan the camera on you when we make a certain announcement today. And I was like, oh, word? Well, the moment you show me Kratos, please do it. And then he started smiling. I was like, yeah, I know you're smiling. I know what's going on. And lo and behold, at the VGAs, you know, Kratos in Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying? So I think I had a good inspirational, or it just made sense, you know what I'm saying? Because how brutal Kratos is. I mean, if you look at Kratos in God of War, period, everything he do is a fucking fatality. How you not gonna have him in Mortal Kombat? It just didn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? That's one. So that's one thing I could say that I said that a company actually did. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was dope. And there was another thing that happened with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, where having like the customized move set. So if I use Ryu or you use Ryu, there'll still be some differences, even though we pick the same character and stuff like that, and they can do some different things. I spoke about that before it was announced. So, you know, there's some things I could say that I may have influenced, but, you know, there's a lot of things that I've said that wasn't done either. So, you know, I really do believe I do have an influence, because a lot of this shit ain't coincidence. Because I'll be playing a lot of games and I'll be like, I said this to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, to the T, to the point where I'm like, you know, they didn't have this when I said it, but it's in the retail. I had something to do with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. So there's some things I feel I did have something to do with, but regardless if I did or if I didn't, like, they listen to what I'm saying. And I think that's the most important thing, that my word means something to people that create content for what we love to do. And when you're in a position where what you say means something to people of that caliber, that's crazy. Like, I think that's amazing. So, yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't need to be laughing in the background, but it's just the name of this next question. This female from Florida, she says, she goes by the name of Miss Twerkit.
Miss Twerkit? Show me a video.
It's just killing me.
Show me a video.
She wants to know,
what's your Instagram? Nah, stop playing.
created by a developer, what kind of video game would it be?
If I had a game created,
yeah,
by a developer, what kind of game would it be?
Yeah, if it had to do with you.
Oh, if it had to do with me?
Yeah.
Oh.
That
oh
comes from
shit.
Miss Twerkit from Florida.
Oh snap! Like, nobody never asked me that one either. Like, wow, that's crazy. Well, you know what? If I had to make a game based off me, you know, I would create a game, you know, surrounding, like, it's sort of like Grand Theft Auto, but with real life locations, like how True Crime Streets of New York was. You know what I'm saying? With like real life locations, and yeah. I'll do Chicago, like the hoods of Chicago, the hoods of you know, New York and Brooklyn, and you know, I'll do a lot of hoods in different cities, and that's like real trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of gangster shit going down there, and the goal of the game would be to not just make it out of the hood or whatever, but the goal of the game would be to like achieve like success. So like what I would do is I would have something set up where doctor, lawyer, rapper, like I would have like over 1,500 or 2,000 things listed that, you know, a person can do. You know how they say you can be anything you want to be when you grow up, whatever. So I would have something listed like that and choose my destiny, so to speak. And whatever destiny I choose, there's gonna be certain obstacles put in front of you, you know, in front of me and my character and stuff like that, that I'll have to break through in order to achieve the success. And the purpose of the game is to show people that no matter where you come from, you can achieve what you want to achieve. I would do a game like that because there'll be a lot of betrayal, there'll be a lot of killing, there'll be a lot of there'll be a lot of emotion, heartfelt moments. You know, it'll be a real story. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why I love Grand Theft Auto San Andreas so much. Because in San Andreas, you know, this dude moved on to live his life, had to come back to the hood, bury his moms, get caught up in shit that he left before. It was a real emotional story. So I would do something like that, but allowing me to choose my destiny and see where that leads me. Because real talk, you know, sometimes people need to see some shit played out so they could believe that they can do it. Sometimes it takes somebody else to do something for them to believe that they can do it too. You know what I mean? And if a video game could make you believe in something like that because of how authentic and real the game is presented and how fun it is to play too, even though it's a serious game, oh, that shit will sell millions.
All right, you know what? From this point on, I think we should go out and protest and have HipHopGamer in for Grand Theft Auto 6. For real.
Yo, real talk? Oh my god, I would love to be in a Grand Theft Auto game.
Some way.
Yeah, I would love. Well, actually, I am in a video game. I can't, say anything right now. But I saw my character. My character's animated. I did my voiceovers and everything. So I am in a video game that's gonna hit, Android and iPhone soon. So you'll see that.
What?
Yeah,
let us know what's up. Bro.
Yeah, I'm in my very first video game coming out this year. Word.
Oh, really? For real? Well, how are they?
Yeah, it's me and a lot of other celebrity. Rap artists. Well, I'm not a celebrity. I don't consider myself a celebrity or nothing like that. But
in my book, you consider a celebrity. You worked hard. You come a long way. So you're a celebrity. I mean, you are. I mean, and you probably don't see it that way. Like me, I don't feel myself as a celebrity. Yeah, you know what? I'm not a celebrity. But sometimes, you got to look at it as, you know what? I'm doing something that other people can be doing but are not doing, and I'm here to lay that path for those who want to follow in our path. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, I see your point. I see your point.
You're doing a good thing, man. So you are a celebrity in other people's eyes.
Well, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, man. That's always humbling to hear, yo. Real talk.
All right, so let's talk about your show.
Okay.
Your show is freaking awesome. To the point is, you got a bunch of segments. You talk about video games, but what catches my attention, and I love, you got a segment on your show called Shots Fired.
Shots fired. Word up, son. That's how you do it.
All right, so explain to us. I'm gonna tell you what he does, and this is how I take it. He goes in a segment. He goes out there. He puts people on blast.
Hell yeah. That's what the industry needs, man. That's what the industry needs.
How did you come up with that concept of Shots Fired, and why? Like, I want to ask you why. Okay. It's one thing to see people do fake shit, you know what I'm saying, on TV or like you see a video and you see a whole lot of fake shit. But when you in person and you start seeing it, like when you go to E3 and you go to a lot of these after parties and you go and you start seeing things, man. And I was like, yo, you guys is a bunch of suckers. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like this. It's a lot of this shit. A lot of this shit is not real. Like I give you an example, man. Like I can't say who told me this, but I was at a Call of Duty event. I believe it was last year. And this dude told me that, he worked for game trailers, right? And he was saying that, game trailers and IGN at one point wasn't allowed to speak to one another just because they was rivals. So, like, if you had a friend that worked at IGN, like someone that you grew up with, because they work at IGN, you can't talk to them. And if you get caught talking to them, that might come in your job. Like, real talk. I'm like, what type of sucker shit is that? And it's just little things like that got blown up to bigger things that I don't even want to get into right now. But it's just a whole bunch of fake shit. So I'm the kind of person where I'll give you an example, right? And this happened to me. And this one of the things that inspired me to do the Shots Fired show.
I'm not a big phone person. As long as I could call you, I could text, listen to some music, I'm good. But I don't really follow phones like that. So I always hear people talk about Android versus iPhone, which one is better, and this and that. And a lot of people was telling me Android is better, then the person telling me iPhone is better. But when they was telling me why, they was telling me things that, like, the way they was telling me, it was telling me as if they just wanted to tell me whatever would make me agree with them. Not really giving me what the real situation was. Like, you know what I'm saying? iPhone don't do everything better than a fucking Android. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Android don't do everything better than an iPhone. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they talk to you as if it does. So I can't really take their word for a lot of shit. They be full of shit. So in the game industry, I was seeing that a lot. So I decided to call out some people, right? So
I kind of remember that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I decided to call out some people. So like, I mean, there's quite a few people I called out. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people. I don't even remember all the people I done shot. You know what I'm saying? Like word over that I did the shots fired on. But there was this one. Oh yeah, I keep saying there's this one dude that did a review on Dead Space 3, right? But when you go to his game, when you went to his gamer tag, he never played it. So I'm like, what the, like, you didn't even play this game, and they allowed you to do a review on it? Like, I think it was videogamer.com where it happened at, and I called them out. They never responded, but I did a video on that shit. I'm like, and the fact that they never responded is because that's exactly what happened. I'm like, yo, like, that shit was just dead wrong. So I called them out because they personally didn't like it for these dumb bullshit ass reasons, and they purposely went on Metacritic to give it a low score to hurt the overall score and image of the game on purpose. Like, it's a lot of malicious shit out there, and when you got companies like IGN and companies like Game Trailers that's in these big areas to really talk about stuff like that, they don't do it. So there's nobody regulating the industry, so shit is just running rampant, and people that's not in the know is gonna get wrong information. So that's the reason why I created Shots Fired, because of people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, IGN, my man Greg Miller, that's my dude, love him to death, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I had to call his ass out because he did a review on a Mafia 2 video game, and he was talking about the lip syncing was off and all this other shit. And I was like, I played this game, you fucking lying. Like, you straight lying. What you said is not true. You lying. We need to talk about that. And then he was down. He was down to talk about it. And then he sends me an email saying, like, he won't be able to do it. He don't feel that the fans and people on the forums would, like to see something like that. I like, yo, you just making an excuse because your boss at the time probably told you don't do that shit, or you probably checked the game and realized you got caught out there and don't want to look bad, because if you look bad, that makes IGN look bad, and IGN, as big as they are, and the $600+ million that's behind that corporation, they can't allow somebody from the hood to make them look bad. You know what I'm saying? It's a rule. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody else in their level, media-wise, made them look bad, it's okay because it's expected, because they're on the same level financially or exposure-wise. But somebody that's like, on the independent level or something like that, make a major corporation look bad, we can't allow that to happen. So they'll try to stop it or avoid the situation or avoid the confrontation. Just like in Get Rich or Die Trying movie, 50 Cent's movie, when he was on his come up, and he was he embarrassed that dude Dangerous, and he was embarrassing the Majestic and shit like that in the movie. He was going to record labels, and they kept shutting him down because they didn't want his voice to get out because he was about to kill him verbally. So, shots fired, man. That's how I started.
I'm gonna tell you that I I enjoy all your segments on the show that you do, but man, shots fired, I enjoy that so much because you keep it real, man. You speak your mind, and again, you put people on blast, and sometimes, respectfully in the business, people need to hear that.
Yeah, hell yeah, they need to hear that, and that's what I don't like. It's like, I give you an example, right? You got a lot of yes men in every industry. The moment you make some money, like, I give you an example, like when Jay-Z came out with the Kingdom Come album, he had a whole bunch of yes men in his ear because that album was garbage, in my opinion. And I love Jay. And you know what? Jay probably knew it wasn't all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Show me what you got, little lady. Show me what you got. Come on, man. Get out of here with that, man. But that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just my opinion. Because I did like the Kingdom Come song. But the point I'm trying to make is that sometimes you're so big that you bigger than you. You feel me? So nobody can tell you nothing unless it's something that you want to hear. Because you're bigger than you. You don't even hear yourself no more. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I felt was happening in the game industry. And I was like, as long as I'm part of it, I got a voice, shots fired.
Exactly.
That's it.
We got Chris from Waterbury, Connecticut. He says,
Connecticut, baby.
He says, what's up to HipHopGamer? And he said to me, he says, I need to get God of War.
Oh, hell yeah, you need to get God of War. Dude, I can't believe you didn't play this game, son. You should be arrested. like word up, son. You should be in gamer handcuffs or some shit. Like word up, son. Like, word, Julia. I'm telling you, man. Oh,
sorry,
man.
I'm gonna pick up God of War. I need to. You know what? It's just because I'm a huge zombie game type of person.
Oh, okay.
I'm into the Left 4 Deads and you know, the Walking Dead. I love all that. The Resident Evils. I love that. But you know, I need to try some new stuff.
I'm telling you, you play God of War. You play God of War. Real talk. So it's like the equivalent of busting your first ever nut. Like the first time you ever have sex. And like it's like you don't know what's happening. You like, oh shit, oh, like you about to go crazy. That's what Kratos will do for you, son. Because the type of kills, I'll tell you, the type of kills this dude do in the game, nah, son. In God of War Ascension, the latest one came out. You stab an elephant in the head, peel it like it's an orange, and his brain come out, son. Forget it.
What?
Yes. Dude, you don't understand, son. Like, I'm telling you, man. That's why they keep telling you to get it. It's crazy.
Damn. All right. You got me convinced. I'm gonna get it.
Tell you.
I want nobody talking no more crap to me. I need to get the God of War because I'm getting chewed out right now. But
so what's the question though?
No, he was just saying he was just shouting you out, saying what's up, and he says make sure I just get the God of War.
Oh, okay, no doubt. Well, I appreciate the love, man. Thank you.
All right, so let's get into a little bit more about your career. I mean, okay, so you started out, you said 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So if you can go back right now, I mean, right now you come a long way and everything, but if you can go back and change one thing to improve it and make it even better, what would it be?
Well, to be honest with you, you know, I wouldn't change anything. The reason why is because, you know, like my relationship with God let me learn things in life, and it's not my plan, it's God's plan. I'm just the spirit, the tool that he's using to foresee the plan. You see what I'm saying? So anything, if I was to say that and I go back and make a change, then I'm making God's plan my plan. And my plan don't mean nothing. It's all about God's plan. Real talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we are not our own. So, like, I could plan something out, but no matter what I do, God is the one that's going to make whatever happen. You know what I'm saying? And I say that to say this. There's a video that Tyler Perry had made, and it was a message to a lot of his fans and people that support him. And the message was, he said, you could plant a seed into the ground. You could water it. You could do all the instructions, everything that people tell you to do to make it grow. You can do it. You can follow every step to the T. But if God don't add his little sprinkle on it to really make it right and flourish, it's not going to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen for you the way you want it to happen for you. So my thing is, my plan was to just get my voice out, speak, do something. That was my plan, to do something. Everything else, God formatted for me to work. I'll give you an example. Timing is everything is so true. Because the way all this stuff happened for me is through my boy Torrance Davis. When I started my show, right, I had made a video about this dude named Candy Anthony. Because he had made a video about Assassin's Creed 1. That's how long ago it was. Assassin's Creed 1. and that was back in 2007. So he went to the store. He made a video of him going to the store and getting the 360 version, turning the PS3 version and getting the 360 version because he wanted achievements, and he said that the graphics and all this other stuff wasn't working good on the PlayStation version, blah blah blah. And I was like, I played both versions actually of that game, and I was like, you a goddamn lie. Like, you know you lying right now. You know what I'm saying? And then Shots Fired wasn't born then, but that was like the first person I like really called out that I got an initial response from. So Torrance hit me up, and he was like blown away by the fact that somebody challenged his employee. So he got me on his podcast, and we spoke about it, became good friends, and he started looking into my content more, really enjoyed what he saw. He never seen nothing like it before. He allowed my content to live on his website. And when that happened, I started getting a lot of exposure. Then my content started going on N4G. Then it got crazy exposure. And then he gave me my opportunity to go to E3. When I went to E3 in 2008, God made it. That was the year that E3 was small. Like, E3 wasn't big. Remember that year where they said they was going to condense E3 and it wasn't going to be as big as it was?
Yeah.
That was the first year that I went. So the fact that I went there that year, I was able to get the interviews that I got because not a lot of people was able to go. So the fact that I was in the right place at the right time, timing was everything. So if I was like, I got my Michael Pachter interview there, my Aaron Greenberg interview there, I think I did an interview with Hideo Kojima that year. I did some big things that year, stuff that nobody had. I broke stories. I was killing it. I was asking questions that nobody was asking. I was doing it. And that allowed me to really, flourish, you know what I'm saying? And, I started to blow up after that. So my thing is, if I was to change anything, even 1 second of it, I could have been in a different situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And everything that happened probably wouldn't have happened because it needs to happen in sequences. And since God is the orchestra, you can't be off beat. You can't be off signal. If I go back and change something, I change the signal and fuck up the whole design. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I would never change anything. I'm just happy that it turned out the way it turned out, and I'm a better man and a better journalist and a better gamer because of it, and a better businessman because of it.
Yep, exactly, and that's good, man. And you can just keep doing what you're doing, man, because your stuff is blowing up. I've been doing this 20 years, and man, I see your talent, man. I see it in your videos. I see the way you just approach things, and the way you do it. It's right on. It's right on point, man.
Oh, thank you, man.
Keep doing what you're doing, for real.
Always, man. Thank you very much, man. Like I said, I really appreciate it. I had no idea. Like, if you was to ask me 5 years ago, would I be? I mean, you got look at it like this, man. Like, I done been around millionaires, man. I've been around billionaires. I done had dinner with Bungie developers. Like, I've done a lot. Like, seriously, you know what I'm saying? Like, and to me, coming from where I come from and being able to make those type of footprints in this particular industry from this standpoint of a journalist, it's never been done, and it's never been accepted by the way I do my style. Like, because I talk slang, like, just, how I am. I talk hood. I mean, I could do the whole so-called professional shit. Like, Junior, thank you so much for allowing me to be on a radio show today. I could do that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But that's exactly what it is, bullshit. If you can't be who you are, then everything you do is bullshit. Real talk. So to me, I'm just blessed that everything has happened the way it happened, and I just really can't wait for the other announcements to follow, man. Because I got some bangers that's gonna happen soon. I just can't wait to let them all out.
Yeah, man. We look forward to it, man. And just make sure you keep us updated on everything that's going on, because you know what? Like I said, man, you're as of tonight, man, you're considered family to us.
Oh, wow, man. God bless, man. That's gangster right there, son. I appreciate that shit. Word up. Thank you.
All right, so we got another question coming in from Brody17. I don't know if it's a boy or girl. And I apologize. I don't want to get the sex messed up, but they want to know what was your favorite artist growing up that you listened to that inspired you?
My favorite rap artist growing up that inspired me. Damn, man.
Any artist.
I mean, I ain't gonna front. There's a lot of them, but hands down, I gotta give it to Tupac, man. Like this dude, Tupac. Tupac was one of those dudes that called people out too. Like you know what I'm saying? But Tupac called out a lot of people in the political party as well. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he was a revolutionary because of where he comes from. Like you know what I'm saying? His mom's was a Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you're born with a rebel, like with that rebel feel, you can stand against anything and not be scared. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people that, you know, that saying you stand for nothing. If you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. Like Tupac was the dude that he'll question everything. He'll go against you. He'll listen to you. He'll talk to you. I remember one time this dude Tupac was in the car and he was listening to the radio and some kid got shot up and it was in the hospital. He told his boy to turn the car around. He went to the hospital to see about the kid. It's not even his brother or nothing. He just was that type of person. Like Tupac wasn't just a rapper, someone that you buy his music, someone that you look after to see what his next single gonna be, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Tupac, you know, he spoke to your soul. He made you believe you could do shit just by his words. You know what I'm saying? Like that's someone worth looking up to. You know what I mean? They got college courses based off his life and his message and his goals. Like there's a lot of things, like even with the whole Illuminati thing that people talk about. Tupac came out with Illuminati, talking about kill Illuminati. That's why he started the Machiavelli shit. You know what I'm saying? The faking your own death, because he was much more than just a rapper trying to sell a record. He was someone. He would be considered like a Martin Luther King, Malcolm X of the hip hop industry. You know what I'm saying? So to me, you know, he was truly inspirational, truly missed. And if he was alive today, a lot of bullshit that's going on now wouldn't be going on. I'll tell you that. Real talk.
Yeah. You know what? I miss Tupac, to be honest with you. I used to love his music. I love Biggie. I love all of them. But it's unfortunate, you know, things happen in this world. Sometimes we just don't understand why, but it happens. And sometimes, you know, talented artists are taken away from us, and it's unfortunate. But I was gonna say, okay, so a lot of people have been saying that, and I don't know if you've been hearing it or not on your end, but we get it a lot here because we do the radio show and stuff. You know, we play a lot of music license stuff here on the show. We also play independent artists. We show love to everybody.
All right.
But we're getting a lot of people are saying that slowly hip hop is kind of fading. What's your opinion on that?
Well, see, here's the thing. Real hip hop is fading. That's what I would say. Real hip hop is fading. But the hip hop, the business, you know, is there. It exists. You know, there's artists. You know, you got A$AP Rocky, Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? You got Eminem still there. You know, Jay-Z. You know, Nas. You still have these people there. You know, you got the Schoolboy Q's, Jim Jones. They still exist. They still make music. They still active. You know what I'm saying? You know, 50 Cent, Rick Ross. They are there. So hip hop is there, but real hip hop is fading. See, the problem is you got a lot of these new artists coming out, and all they want to do is get money. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not what hip hop is about at all. Like, real talk, I advise everybody to go listen to any conversation that KRS-One has. Listen to his interviews. You will know what hip hop is. Like, you know what hip hop is? Hip hop is actually failure. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop is the art of knowing who you are, what makes you who you are, and not being afraid to tell that story. Hip hop is about, you know, the have-nots, the shortcomings, and turning a negative situation into a positive situation through speech. You know what I'm saying? That's what hip hop is. That's all hip hop is. An outlet to be able to tell people who you are, tell your story in a creative, unique way. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop is an instrument because people couldn't afford especially in the hood, you couldn't afford the type of instruments that you saw in upper class neighborhoods and upper class teachings. So your voice had to become an instrument. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, like hip hop is a culture. It's a lifestyle. It's not just getting on a mic and spitting. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more than hip hop, and that's where people get things confused. So in terms of real hip hop, that's what's fading because ever since the business corporate, like ever since corporate got a hold of hip hop and started to understand that you can make a lot of money in hip hop and stuff, they didn't care about the art form. They just cared about, look, I got a cool hook. Let's just put some indie lyrics to it, and you got yourself a song. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's all it is. So that's the way I honestly feel about it. Like I give you a great example. A great example of why hip hop is at where it's at. I was at Summer Jams 20, right? Wu-Tang got on stage. So many people in the crowd wasn't even really reciting the songs. Like Cream came on. A lot of people didn't know the song. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not fucking lying, dog. You know, I wouldn't even lie or play on some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Cream came on. Nobody really knew the shit. METHOD, man, that shit came on. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I mean, don't get me wrong, this is like a lot of people that knew it, but when, you know how you go out in the crowd like, hey, yo, my name is HipHopGamer, hip hop, hey, like something like that, they didn't recite, like they didn't know. And to me, the reason why they didn't know is because the media have a hard time keeping real hip hop alive. That a lot of the book, in the absence of the truth, bullshit prevails. So you can have French Montana come on stage and say "Hi, Ocho Cinco," and everybody go crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? This dude can't rap. French Montana cannot rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? This dude cannot rap. And like I said, I'm happy for him and his success, and he got money and shit. But the dude can't rap to save his life. Now, if somebody can say I'm a hater or something like that, I don't care, because he don't have anything that I want. Like, I got a lot like that I'm happy with, and I'm getting more, and I'm blessed. And honestly, as long as I got God in my life, I'm always rich. You know what I'm saying? This is real talk for me. You feel me? So my thing is, like, I don't measure myself by material shit that I got. You know what I'm saying? Like, because real talk, you know, I got the things I need, and I got some of the things I want. I'm good. And I'm getting more. Because I'm going to make sure I have that. Because I know what I want. That's fine. But when you got French Montana, like, look at Rick Ross. Like, and I like some of Rick Ross's music. I like some of his music. I don't even front. He be dropping some hot shit. But Rick Ross, he be making some hot songs. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. But overall, as an artist, he's fake. He's nothing who he says he is.
But
and people glorify it.
What's crazy right now in hip hop right now, and it's unfortunate, but to me, in my opinion, hip hop is sounding just so much alike.
It's exactly my point. You can't tell the difference from Drake, Kanye, or fucking Big Sean. And how the hell your name was Big Sean and you never ate a steak in your life? This dude's skinnier than Snoop Dogg. Oh my God. It's just, and see, my thing is, like, that's why I love Charlamagne the God. You know what I'm saying? Charlamagne the God on Power 105, that's my dude. Because he says the shit that I'm saying right now, and he's on a big platform to say it. You feel me? And I respect him so much. But real talk, it's like, you know, that's what it is. Like if you look at someone like an Eminem, who could produce, he could rap, he's creative, he's unique, he raps in different ways. He don't just rap one way, he raps in plenty of different ways. You know what I'm saying? He has something to say. He talk about his daughter. He's real hip hop because you know everything about him.
Yeah.
You know everything about him. 50 Cent is real hip hop. You know everything about him. Tupac, Biggie, you know everything about their life. You want to know why? Because they live what they said. That's why when you hear it, it's real. That's what hip hop is. Like, something real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Like, someone like Eminem must say some crazy shit off the wall just to make it hot. Because everybody do that. That's about being creative. But it doesn't mean don't talk about what's real either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't sit up here and talk about you sold drugs and you this and you that if you didn't do it. Now, if you make a song and you talking about somebody else's lifestyle, that's fine because that's still artistic. but don't talk about you this and you that. Cause there's a lot of people. I work at Universal Records, dog. There's a lot of places I've been, a lot of things I've seen, and like 80 to 90% of the rappers you see are not who they are, and I know that for a fact. I done seen some things, kid, that I can't talk about, but I'm just saying it's crazy. So anybody, that's the reason why real hip hop is fading, because real hip hop nowadays isn't good for business. And if it ain't good for business, and the people that has a stronghold over the hip hop business, that's it. They don't care about how good the song is. They care about if it's gonna make them money. Does he have like does he have appeal? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is he sexy? Can he sell some cover magazines? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they looking at shit that has nothing to do with hip hop for a hip hop artist to have to sell something. Real talk.
Yep. And what kills me too is, you know, a lot of companies, major record labels, they're having a lot of say on what you're putting out there, but they're not really letting the artists be themselves. And let me give you a quick example, because, like, you know, our show, we support a lot of independent artists.
Yeah.
A lot of independent artists have the freedom to go out there and say what they want and put whatever they want out there, but, and I don't know. To me, I just feel sometimes like these big name companies are just messing up hip hop in a way, and it's just my opinion.
Yeah, it's, to me, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those situations where, you know, once in a generation, somebody comes and changes that. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you look at the Biggies, the Tupacs, the Big Puns, the 50 Cents, and the Eminems of the world, when it was their time to shine, hip hop overall was better. To me, I feel like that's happening now, and I feel like that's happening because of Kendrick Lamar. I think Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City was a classic album. I think he's dope lyrically, and he is who he is. Like, even when he win awards, he be like, yo, man, these for the homies back at home. Like, you know, I ain't no different from y'all, man. I just work hard. I love what I do. And now look at me, I'm up here. Like, he's who he is. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, that's a beautiful thing. But the problem is, like, for every one of Kendrick Lamar's, you're gonna get 10 Vanilla Ice type of dudes. Like, you're gonna get 10 Milli Vanilli motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and that's just the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, I give you an example, like someone like a Drake. Drake, people can say what they would want. Drake is a dope ass rapper. This dude can rap. I listen to his lyrics. He got flow. The dude can rap, but his persona is so soft. This dude is straight, like, his like persona or whatever is like straight tissues. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like fluffy and shit like that. But ain't nothing wrong with that. That's him. That's who he is. That's fine. But the thing is, in terms of, you know, like, in terms of hip hop, where it comes from, where it stems from, and everything like that, you have to have some sort of hardness to that core. You have to have some sort of strength. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that, you know, his persona is real weak. Like, even on stage, like, and even some of the things he say is suspect. Is real soft. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he a little girl at times, in my opinion, with the way he handled things as a person. But musically, the dude is dope, man. I listen to fucking Drake. I fucks with Drake, yo. The dude is dope, man. So I can't hate. People can say what they want, but this dude, if you really listen to like a lot of his shit, even when he started, the dude got bars. He could flow. He could rap good. Like even on the song Forever with him, Eminem, Kanye, and shit, he sang and he rapped, and the rap was hot. Like the dude got bars. Like, he could spit. But when he on stage jumping around, shaking his hand and shit, I'm like, dude, like, you looking real, like, stupid. I don't know, son. Like, for real, I think there's been a couple of some extra. He got some estrogen in him or some shit. Like, I don't know, son. Like, that shit suspect, son. Word, kid.
All right, so let me ask you real quick, because we're actually running out of time. We have like another 15 minutes or so.
Okay.
But I want to get through the questions, man. I feel like I could just keep talking to your ass all day, man. But,
no, that was fun, man.
But yeah, so let me ask you, man. So, how do you feel about you because you were an independent artist yourself at one time? how do you feel about independent artists not getting enough attention or getting radio play?
Well, I feel like there's no excuse anymore. I think that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I think you could get all the attention you want now. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you can work a 9-to-5 job and pay a company to properly promote you and get recognition. I mean, look at me. I was an independent journalist. Nobody knew who the fuck I was. But thank God for social media and YouTube and all these other outlets you can utilize, and LinkedIn, people that you could connect with easier that was once hard to connect with. I mean, there's events you could go to where the people that you need to talk to will be there. You know what I'm saying? So there's ways, many ways, to not only get your music out, but also connect with the right people. Because you obviously, you know, a lot of this stuff is who you know. And then what you know depends on how long you're going to stay. So my thing is, I don't look at that as an excuse anymore. You know what I'm saying? If you're not getting recognition, it's because you're not working hard enough. Bottom line. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuses. So get off your ass, do something. Stop looking at the other dude, talk about, look at this dude, look at this dude. Well, shit. Trinidad James may not be the dopest rapper at all, but that dude out there, somebody believed in him enough to give him $3 million. They ain't getting that shit to you. So instead of you worry about what he doing, you probably need to learn from this dude. You see what I'm saying? Yep. That's the problem with everybody. Like what I just said about Drake and 2 Chainz, all these dudes. I may not like 2 Chainz as a rapper, but I respect the hell out of him. And if I had the opportunity to do a song with him, I'll do a song with him. You know what I'm saying? I would. Like, I'm not going to even lie, because not only is it smart business, 2 Chainz is a cool person. As a person, whether I like your music or not, he's a cool person. You know what I'm saying? And I like good people. You know what I'm saying? So I like Drake. From what I heard and from what I seen, he a good ass person, just a good guy. I like to hang around good people, so I rock with him. You know what I'm saying? So people take this shit too personal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is that I understand we want shit to be a certain way or whatever. But at the end of the day, you know, you don't control everything. You just control what you do. So you do what you do, put it out there. Because like I said, for every one Kendrick Lamar, you may get a 10 whack-ass rappers, but at least we got some good shit out there. You know what I'm saying? So, exactly, you know, you got to take the good with the not so good. That's all.
So who would you say right now is, in your opinion, is one of the hottest independent artists right now that's not getting the attention they deserve?
Ooh. It's quite a few. Joey Badass is one of them. I think that dude is dope. I mean, he's getting a lot of attention, but it's like local type of attention. You know what I'm saying? Troy Ave, he impressed the hell out of me at Summer Jams in the festival. He impressed the hell out of me. This dude is crazy. Troy Ave is crazy. I really like his energy. The dude is just being himself. He's real. There's this other dude, Hopsin. Hopsin is ridiculous. That dude needs to be... Eminem need to sign him. Bottom line. Eminem needs to sign Hopsin. Hopsin, real talk, Hopsin, the reason why Hopsin ain't blowing up right now is because he'll be a problem for the money that these corporations is making off of the likes of 2 Chainz and like these other rappers. Because Hopsin would... Like, if Hopsin had that mainstream media, he's the type of dude that would call out 2 Chainz, and 2 Chainz would have to respond because Hopsin is on the same level. So if you don't respond to somebody that's at your level, because that's not an excuse no more. Like, right now, you got certain people that didn't do enough yet in the industry for them to call out a big dog. So it wouldn't make sense for the big dog to bark. But if you're on the same wavelength, like if 50 Cent call out Jay and Jay don't respond, Jay gonna look suspect. Because 50 and Jay, believe it or not, they had the head. Like, you know what I'm saying, in terms of notoriety, positioning, and all this other shit. Jay got more money that we know of, but 50 is large too, and 50 been doing a lot. So if they go at it, they go at it. But if like Joey Badass call out 50, it's like, come on, man. Like, you know, it's doing more good for Joey than for 50. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know what I mean? But if Hopsin was a mainstream dude, like a 2 Chainz is, Hopsin would call out somebody like that. And Hopsin will embarrass him if 2 Chainz decided to respond. Real talk. Like, he'll get embarrassed. He's like, oh my God. He'll get embarrassed.
Now, do these guys got like pages? I would love to check them out because, you know, like I said, the show's all about independent artists and stuff. So I would love to check them out and see, you know, listen to some.
Yeah, you gotta check these dudes out, man. Yeah, like Hobson, you definitely gotta check out. Joey Badass, you definitely gotta check out. Troy Ave, definitely gotta check out. Sean Price is dope. You gotta check out this dude named Sean Price. He's dope. This other dude named Torre that was on the What's Next Hot 97 show that I recently saw. That dude is dope too. So even though this dude isn't an independent artist, he just don't get the respect that he deserves. But Papoose is a animal, son. Papoose is fire.
I've heard of him. His name sounds like
Papoose is the truth. So those are some people I recommend.
All right, cool.
And Immortal Technique, definitely. He's the truth too. Immortal Technique.
Now, are you gonna be doing anything with artists with your production company?
Yeah, I'm always up to do some shit with artists. Like, I mean, right now I've been doing a lot of songs for video games. I got a lot of other songs that I did that's just in general songs that that I created for hip hop and the industry itself. And I just did a verse today for a major company. I'll tell you, but not on the radio, not live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you, I'll text you or something like that. And because I can't like spoil you that. But the thing is, I just did something today, and that's fire. And it's not even a full song. It's just like 16 bars, but the bars is very powerful. And it's just a real good look. And it's also going to be another marketing tool for what's about to happen with my brand.
That's awesome, dude. And I gotta tell you, man, I see nothing but big things happen for you. You've been in the game for a short time, but in reality, you've been doing it. How old are you right now?
I'm 30.
Are you what?
Yeah, I'm 30, man. So I started when I was 25. Yeah, started when I was 25. 5 years. I'm 30, and yeah, man, I'm still young. I still look young. I feel young. I work out. My body is right and it's getting better. I'm strong. I can fight. Like, I'm good.
You know what? I'm telling you, Gerard is just one of those people out there. If you guys need somebody to look up to for inspiration, man, for real, if he could do it, sometimes it takes people a whole lot longer than 5 years to accomplish what they accomplish. I mean, you come a long way in a short time. I'm being honest with you.
Thank you, man.
You stay true to your craft.
I really appreciate it, man. And it's like it's just a beautiful thing. It's I had a lot of hurdles, to jump through. You know what I'm saying? But I'm God's son. You feel me? So it's like God gonna take care of the children. So we good.
You're right. All right, so I want to touch base on one more thing before we go, because I know you gotta head out pretty soon. But you are, for those who don't know you well, who don't really follow you, again, guys, follow him. He's up on Facebook. Look him up, HipHopGamer. He also has a fan page up there, HipHopGamer Inc. I believe is what it is, and he's got Twitter. Look him up on
my Twitter is HipHopGamer. I got like I got a lot of stuff. Like, real talk, the easiest way to see all my shit, you could go to the HipHopGamerInc.com, or you could just Google me, type in HipHopGamer. You'll see a whole bunch of shit. Like, word.
I recommend it. Go check him out on YouTube, because man, he's doing awesome stuff, man.
Thanks, man. Yo, big shout out to Hot 97 too, man. My man Cypher Sounds. Just like how I got HipHopGamer, he has Hip Hop Improv, and it's the most amazing thing you'll see in person. It's crazy. I actually had him on the show recently, so you guys make sure you guys go and check out that, because Cypher Sounds, he created his niche too, just like how I did, and I got my own lane. He got his own lane, and hip hop is powerful, man. You'd be surprised at how hip hop changes things that we already done and seen. I'm telling you, so it's crazy, man. So make sure you check that out.
All right, so I got two last questions for you, and this one I'm gonna try to make real quick and short. But for those who don't know HipHopGamer, but he's part of EGM and EGM.com. For those who don't know what that is, explain to them and what you do. Yeah,
EGM is Electronic Gaming Monthly, major video game magazine that's been around for like 10 plus years. And what happened is we actually partnered together, because they decided to do like a partnership on their website with certain people. So they did a partnership with me. So now my content exists on EGM. What this means is that like a lot of the exposure that EGM get, I get now, and that right there is crazy, because when you have, it creates leverage. It makes doing business with anyone, like, easier when you can mention certain people that you're a part of or have partnerships with or at least associated with legitimately. You see what I'm saying? So the EGM deal that came across quite a while ago, and just trying to move forward and build upon it.
All right. So for those, this is the last question of the night. But for those who want to, get into the business of maybe broadcasting, becoming a journalist, or becoming a hip hop artist, what is your words of wisdom to keep them on the right path to follow their dreams, man?
Okay. One of the first things I would say is associate yourself with people that got more than you, and that has the things that you want, that you're trying to strive for. Like, one of the things about me, I got a lot of friends that I grew up with, that I'm cool with, and those are my people who's loving to death. But the thing is, you're only gonna get as far as the people you associate yourself with, because you can't really learn nothing from these motherfuckers because y'all doing the same shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? So you need to put yourself around some people that's actually doing something with their lives that you can learn from, grow from, and build yours. And they can teach you things and show you things, and also introduce you to people that you probably never would have met unless you knew those people. Like I said, it's all about who you know. So that's the first thing. Associate yourself with some people that can actually help you get to where you need to get to. You know what I'm saying? Or put you around the environment that will allow you to speak to certain people that can help you get to where you need to get to. That's one thing. The second thing is know what you want. Ask yourself, what do you want? Because when you ask yourself, what do you want, then you go put out a guideline for yourself on ways and how to get it. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you ask yourself what you want. You know what I mean? 3, be consistent. That's the key. As long as you keep doing something long enough, people are going to start getting used to you, and they're going to start looking for you because you always got something to give them. So if you always got something to give me, I'm going to always look forward to it. So be consistent so people could get used to you. And once they're used to you, they're going to want to talk about you. Why? Because now you show that your consistency is actually credible. You feel me? So that's the third thing that I would say. Be very credible. And for the last thing that I would say is always fight through pressure. Meaning, don't make excuses. You know what I'm saying? If you couldn't do, like, don't put off something that you could do today for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Because that shit is real. Like, you got a lot of people that'll be like, oh, I need you to do this. Oh, I need you to do that. No! You're a grown-ass man. You're a grown-ass woman. Do that shit yourself. Learn. I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? Learn to peel yourself away from people that always trying to, get you to do things for them and this and that, this and that. You gotta also do things for you. Never lose sight of what your own goals are. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll lose your own life trying to fix somebody else's shit. And how you gonna fix somebody else's shit and your shit ain't together? You know what I mean? So do what you gotta do for you first. It's okay to be a little bit selfish, because being selfish will allow you to be able to help a motherfucker later. So yeah.
And don't forget, y'all, to be humble through the whole thing, man. Because if you're not humble,
the same people you meet going up, you're gonna same people you're gonna meet on the way down. So you always be humble and always put God first in everything that you do. So as long as He's involved, you have the highest chance in the world of being successful.
HipHopGamer, I appreciate you, Gerard. You've been fucking awesome, and I appreciate you so much. You're welcome to come on here anytime.
No problem, man.
Open up for you, man.
No problem. God bless. I truly appreciate it, man. It's been real, man. You know what I'm saying? The Latin Groove Radio Show. Keep it gangster. It's your boy HipHopGamer, man. One love and God bless, man. Stay tuned for more.
Alright, y'all. I'll talk to you soon, man. You be easy.
Alright, man. Peace.
Alright, y'all. Y'all stay tuned.